All right, we're back on the Mana Symbol channel. I'm going to play a little classic Blue Moon. So this is a blue-red control deck featuring main deck Blood Moons. In this version, we have 4 copies of Spreading Seas. So we can disrupt our opponent's mana very heavily, and we get to use Counterspell, Archmage's Charm, Cryptic Command to sort of decide which of our opponent's more threatening plays they get to resolve. We've got Lightning Bolt, Snapcaster Mage, and Subtlety to close out the game with creature beatdown and or burn damage with Lightning Bolt. We've got Jace the Mind Sculptor and Ral Izzet Viceroy as value engines that just stick in play, can help us remove opposing threats and stuff, but also can be win conditions of their own right, as well as the Hall of the Storm Giants, assuming there's no Blood Moon in play, and 1 copy of Memory Deluge. So this deck is not as good as blue-white flat out. Like there's just no, you're just not gonna have as consistently excellent results as if you play blue-white control. But what you do get here is a variety of gameplay. The ability to pivot into a more aggressive deck or back into a more controlling deck, depending on the game state. We've got Spell Snare as a single copy. Yeah, so Dave B was just asking, are we back to a Spell Snare meta? I don't know. This person 5-0'd with 1. 1 is not a bad number to play. Like, it's very efficient to have a 1 mana counter for things like Ren and 6, for things like Pure Steel Paladin, for things like Expressive Iteration. Where are your cantrips? That's a good question. We are a Snapcaster Mage deck, and this person did not register any copies of Consider or Opt, which you'd normally expect to see. So that means Snapcaster Mage is never really going to be a 3-mana play too often in this deck, or when it is, it's always grabbing Lightning Bolt. Maybe the idea of Snap with a... Yeah, like, we have a ton of cards that give us extra card flow. So Snapcaster Mage just hangs out as a more of a value play. This version's not playing any Dress Down, not playing any Engineered Explosives. Be interesting to see if we run into matchups where it's like, well, the one thing that would really get us out of that is this one card we're not playing. We do have Engineered Explosives in the sideboard, but no Dress Downs anywhere. And we've even got a Hullbreaker Horror in the sideboard. No, I know Snap is a win con. But yeah, so like, I think the idea of playing Consider just to buff the power of your Snapcaster Mage in a deck where it's otherwise very medium minus is just like, you know what? Let's just not bother. Like, let's just not. Like, snap Counterspell and Snap Bolt is what we're all about. Yeah, Brazen Borrower could definitely be a good threat in this metagame. Again, this person decided to play this version. They 5-0'd with it. It looks good to me, so I'm going to play it this way. One of the things about Blue Moon that is great is because it's not a top-tier deck, there's just an absolute ton of different ways that Blue Moon is about the best it can be. And you're not necessarily going to come to a consensus because there's just not enough people working on it. There's not enough incentive for people to find the number 1 list for Blue Moon because it's not the best version of the deck that it's trying to be. Blue-Red Murktide has a lot more motivation behind it being solved, and so does Blue-White Control. Which is fine. Like, you don't need to play a deck that's going to be the best possible version just to have a good time and be somewhat successful in Modern. Alright, so against the Orion deck, in the dark, we've got Lightning Bolt, Abrade, and Spreading Seas. Not, like, the strongest opener that I would ask for. We're looking to go here on Sulfur Falls into Hall of the Storm Giants, most likely. Because I don't want to have to fetch... I don't have to fetch. I want to fetch an island in case we draw Blood Moon early. I'm going to keep this on the play, but I'm not convinced it's a great move. They could be on Utopia Sprawl, so getting to Stone Rain them off that with Spreading Seas would be nice. And I don't think a Urian deck is super likely to play a creature on one that I feel like I'm going to have to Volt, so... Oh, it's Dwarf Bugs! Interesting. Good old Dwarf Bugs. Boop! No, I don't want my Hollow Storm Giants coming in tap, Shauna. Thinning one card off of the... Oh, they have Ragavan in hand, of course. Yeah, that's fine. The only thing they could steal from our deck that they could actually cast here is the Lightning Bolt, which is not frightening. This is actually a somewhat powerful land, right? Yeah, they could sack this to pick up most of their creatures. Monk 'em and bonk 'em. You got it. Greased. All right. You were at the conference today? Yeah, definitely. Send me foils. Yep. I was there. So go ahead and get the Grist off the battlefield here. Subtlety the Grist? I mean, I could have, but I just don't feel like it's worth it at this point. I don't think I'm wrong to not think it's worth it, by the way. Yeah. Hopefully they have a 2-mana play here. I'd like to see... Nope. Dang. This is probably going to get a Magda, though, so that's not too bad. They don't have a Cavern of Souls yet, so... For anyone who does not know, the original Mortal Kombat movie is so much better than the new one. And if you don't agree with me, I mean, that's okay. You're allowed to be wrong. People are wrong all the time. It's not a problem. So you can play Realm Walker no matter what. They were all bad? You get the hell out, Carrion Lich. Annihilation's not a good movie, but the original Mortal Kombat was amazing. Still is. I mean, it's like very much one of those like 90s fantasy movie kind of deals where it's like, yeah, it's really hokey, but... And the special effects haven't aged well. Were any of them really... Yes! Mortal Kombat 1995 is really, really good. It's really good. Yeah, they have Mariner into the Realm Walker. So I can only Subtlety one of these. I thought the Street Fighter movie was okay. Hey, Mord. I thought the Street Fighter movie was pretty okay. Wait, what is this? Oh, wow. Well. I'm not saying they're good movies. I'm not saying they're like Citizen Kane style movie. Well, I don't even know if Citizen Kane is good. I haven't seen it, but like they're not good movies, but they're very good bad movies. So Spreading Seas costs me 3 right now, and I still can't lock them off of a Realm Walker, which is the other card in their hand. Valiant Changeling. Yeah, it's on top of their deck, so they're going to play that again next turn. Bad is bad, sir? That's just not true. Life is seldom so cut and dry as that. Yeah, so there's no way I can lock them off of the Realm Walker and the Valiant Changeling. Yeah, I agree it's a bad movie. It's just a good time to watch. Yeah, but they don't have a Grist. They have a Realm Walker in hand and a Valiant Changeling on top of their library, and there's nothing I can do about either of those cards right now. So I think I'm just supposed to Memory Deluge this turn and try to draw into more removal. Try to find a Blood Moon. Blood Moon's fine. But yeah, it's not great against this deck. It's definitely fine. Saving grace is that they can't attack here, so we have some time. So I think I take Scalding Tarn and maybe just Jace for a Brainstorm. This Counterspell's not great right now. Realm Walker's not likely to draw them too many cards. Okay, that's also something. So we can kill the Mariner and then play a Spreading Seas. And that's it for now. Just hope the Realm Walker doesn't go nuts on us. We can cut them off of Greased. Yes, now they cannot play Greased. Masked Vandal. Guess they kill their Spreading Seas. Might as well. So let's see if they have another creature on top. They do. Goodness gracious, very lucky. Oh no, they just put Uriah into hand. Okay, cool. We should take 6 here, which is obviously problematic. Jace, bounce this, and then counterspell next turn. Oh. Obviously, they can kill Jace if they want, but them's the breaks. Mind Sculptor. Oh, if they want to kill Jace, though, they have to lose the Realm Walker, which is pretty nice. Simbly fans. Yeah, that'll be the day. The Urian in hand, plus the Valiant Changeling, and they have access to the top of their library. They want to lose the Realm Walker right now. Interesting. Squish. Oh, perfect. Is this stabilizing? Less Puntos, more Balers. Okay. Nice. Nice. Gringo. Sí, soy es gringo. Una gringo? I don't know. I don't know, I'm white. What do you want from me? So if this is a Valiant Changeling, we'll let that resolve because I have Lightning Bolt. Oh, right. Yep. Or they have to play full. No, they don't have to pay full retail. Valiant Changeling costs them 4 right now without the Realm Walker in play, but it's still worth reducing. Oh! Hello. On the turn, they draw a Cavern. You'll love to see it. Creo que soy un gringo. Thank you. Might as well. Just fire this off to get the clock in play. Yeah. And they should have bottomed that. Yeah. Subtlety relevant again? It's more likely than you'd think. So 666 222. I'm ahead. Okay. I don't think they play any haste creatures, so this game is over in three turns. Pedal to the metal, Commander. By Grabthar's hammer. By the sons of Arnor? Smash! It does not get haste. No, I'd really rather you didn't. 9! Got him. And according to Magic Online right now, it bounces at the end of your opponent's next turn. I think that's bugged. I think it's still supposed to bounce on the end of the same turn. But we were trying to look this up with the rules on Dash, and it's surprisingly difficult to find a clear ruling. I think I'm going to grab the EEs, and I think I'm going to board out the Spreading Seas. I think this is the way to go. Having answers for their chalices is nice. I guess Spreading Seas is okay if we draw it at the right moment where they have a Cavern of Souls. But otherwise, I can't imagine it being very good. Relic is like, again, it's like, it's okay. Has Horror just not been good enough for main? I don't think it is, Rancid Mind. I still say the return clause is an ability granted by Dash. I mean, if you can find the ruling on that, like the point where it says exactly that is true, please point it out, because we were trying to find it and we couldn't find it. Here you go. If this spell's dash cost was paid, return the permanent. This spell becomes to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So it's not the creature gains at the beginning of each beginning of the end step, return it to your hand. It literally says, if this spell, yes, I know. Wait, yes, I know. Wait. That is what it's removing? No, see, one of which may create a delayed triggered ability. But it doesn't say that ability's on the creature. Like, nowhere does it say the creature actually gains that ability. Oh, God. I don't know if my sideboarding went through. I'm assuming it did not. It did. Okay, good. Keep? Sure. How would Dash work with Humility? The same way it works with Dress Down, except perpetually. So it probably won't bounce until after the whole thing. That's actually really funny, Roy. Does anyone... So, for those who are usually here when Tunneling Cat is requesting songs, I actually thought this was one of the Tunneling Cat's songs before I looked over. This sounds like, what is it, Dance Gavin Dance, or that other band to me. Yeah, it'll bounce itself the first end step once Humility leaves play, apparently. Which, yeah, Ice 9 kills, thank you. Ice 9 kills. Woof. It's teenage angst music. I just mean the voice and the instrumentation and the production. Someone was asking about what matchup Subtlety is good for. I mean, a lot of them, I assume, but certainly Titan. Omelet Titan is probably a really, really medium matchup for Blue Moon right now with the 3 to 4 caverns they're playing, and this deck looks very much built to beat up on that. All right, this is a problem. Can't do anything about it, but I would like to draw Fire Ice Lickety Split. Or Anger of the Gods. Both are acceptable. This is definitely one of their setups where they can get a good early kill. Yikes! So I should probably steal this Moth Dust Changeling on end step if they activate, like if they actually know what they're supposed to do. Yeah, they do. They're still going to have enough. Well, No. But like this is still a huge problem, Shauna. Like they still they have enough. Like this is a huge problem. No, we don't 100% die. We don't know what their payoffs are. We don't know if they know how to. They just Karthus you. Karthus can't attack. What's the bug on Moto? Moto treats the bounce ability from Dash as if it were an ability granted to the creature, Roy, which I think is incorrect. I don't think the dash ability is meant to actually go on the creature. Oh, I thought the gain control was temporary. It's a delayed trigger. Yeah, but it's a delayed trigger that's not on the creature. It just becomes part of like the game rules. I believe, because nothing in the rulings explicitly says the creature gains at the beginning of the end step, return it to your hand. Dash is listed as a keyword ability. I don't know what relevance that has to do with anything. Whether or not it's a keyword ability or a non-keyword ability or like, but I don't. They goofed? We're still dead anyway. Former judge said it would be returned. I am a current judge and I say it would be returned. So, unless someone can find me a specific line that says this is an ability, like a trigger that is granted to the creature, which they parted the Dargon? Yeah, it just doesn't matter. Like, I had no answers for all their little crappy creatures. Like, we were just doomed. I didn't have a single removal spell. Like, I guess I could have stolen one of their 1-drops and tried to... No, because the Changeling doesn't block. So maybe on the play, I want the Spreading Seas back and the Counterspells out, in case they're just going to draw out like they did last game. Doors is so fun when it's good. Yeah. Hey, bonjour! Yeah, congratulations, friend. You have been a consistently focused and excited player for competitive stuff. Yeah, it's like when I won the challenge, it's like, huh. Never expected to get this far. Well, a good tempo deck is easy to hate. When they go turn 1 Monkey, turn 2 Counterspell, turn 3 Expressive Iteration Counterspell, turn 4 Spell Pierce Archmage's Charm. It's just really annoying. Yep, that's the hand. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Oh, I have no idea, Ponsor. Since our last conversation, I'm a more firm believer that we shouldn't ban anything out of blue red. It just keeps the format in check. There's a lot of decks keeping the format in check. That's why I don't think we need to ban anything right now. It's like it's all in very, very powerful balance. The format is totally in balance, and while it's a very, very crazy, like it's just, yeah, there's a lot of good decks and they're all in balance with each other. Like it's crazy that like, oh, Lurrus is so good for these kind of decks, but then there's a deck like what is the deck that I'm thinking of right now? Yawgmoth. Yawgmoth is a creature based deck that would love to play Lurrus, can't play it, can't play any companion, and it doesn't matter. They're fantastic. It's top tier. Like it just it is. It just is. All right, well, this might be a quick steal. You had an island. Now you have a mountain. Do you like this, opponent? Do you like me playing with your land types? Magda. Oh, Pyre. That's fine. Monkey is a non-factor. Disagree. Here, let's just stick Jace here. Woo! You had an island, now you have a mountain. Sounds like a sex. What? Ayo, Ghost 111157. Aether Vial. Alright. So if they draw one and they play it and they pot it, then I get to EE that, like both. All right. Oh, it's fine, Pencil. I mean, like out of all the things that could happen to anyone, you know, I don't I there's just no way I can be mad about it. You know, we had a great run going. If I had gone 5-3, and then 5-4, it would have been pretty tilting. And like my home wasn't destroyed, so you know what? it's it's okay. You know, in the grand scheme of things, it's okay. And since the power was going to keep going out repeatedly all day long, I'm glad it happened when it happened rather than later. Well, you gotta hand it to my opponent for sticking in this game. Yeah, the wind was nuts. It was. Okay. Oh, they're gonna get Valley, or what's it called? Changeling. No, the Naturalize. Okay, and they're gonna kill the moon. Okay. This doesn't have a name. Okay. Good luck. Woo. Tear the roof off the mother, tear the roof off the sucker. Tear the roof off the sucker. So I unlock their Ziggurat if I pop the EE now, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it to kill the Pyre. Yeah. I could ice the Aether Vial here. I just don't think I need to. Hey, Demir for Life, how's it going? For those who are new viewers, new subscribers, we've got a wonderful group of goofy and great emotes. Enjoy them all. Thanks for the follow there, Po GDI, GG2, Pog DI. I don't know. All right. Top 8 out for today's challenge. Not that I know of. Check out Bamzing's Twitter if you need that information to the minute. That's the place to go. The Twitter of Bamzing. I have 8 cards in hand. I don't know. Bolt upstairs. Dahlia. What year is this? Emblem time? Yeah, just a second. Got him. I just don't. It's yes. If that game was in any way more competitive, Planar T, maybe. I had a second fire. I just don't want to pass the turn and their Aether Vial goes up to 3, and then I don't know what they could vial in, and like I know the kind of things they could vial in, but it's just like just there's no game there. There's no decision really to make. Like I had infinite removal spells in hand. How's Ralphelt in the deck? I mean that's the first match playing it. It seemed fine. It seems fine. Ral is like a completely reasonable planeswalker to play in modern in a non blue white deck in my opinion. It's mostly going to be slightly worse than Jace, but it's better than the third Jace. Not today, Satan. Alright, I think we'll keep this and bottom the Deluge, because it's the least impactful card. Not my favorite keep, but... Alright, Rhinos? Son of a bitch. I guess we'll steal that on turn 3. Oh god, I hope I don't get turn 2 Blood Moon. A little late. In theory, we have enough islands to be getting on with. Oh, for the love... I hate this card. I hate this card. This is the worst thing. This is the worst thing that has ever happened. I cannot deal with this freaking thing. I love playing creativity for competitive events, just so that Monkey is the zero problem. I think the last time I counted was like 17 and what the fuck? What? All right. Certainly like one of the most reprehensible designs in a long time. Actually, I probably should have waited until combat if they have a second monkey. Good. Yeah, the thing is though, more that those are like less obviously powerful. Like the monkey is just like on its face. Like all you need to do is register it like one time as a 1-drop, and it's like, oh my god, what the hell? Like Oko took a while to figure out. Uro took a while to figure out. And like they're more complex and interesting, for lack of a better term. Oko's a lot stronger, but at least it costs 3. Like it took time and investment for it to be strong. Is that a good argument? I don't know, but I'm just beep beep boo. Uro was insane, I agree, but at least it wasn't like you just put it in any deck that's playing the colors and it's just fine. I mean, actually it kind of was, but at least it's slower. All right. I'm probably supposed to go Snap Charm here. Snap Charm into Blood Moon, hold up Counterspell. Yeah. Draw? Oh, I don't want them to have a Saheeli. I mean, maybe I could have, and it wouldn't have been a problem. Okay, now I think I don't bother with the Blood Moon for now. Well, that's actually not true, Carrion Lich. As long as you're playing, yeah, maybe Rancid Mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe it was better to just let him have it. Does anything hold a candle to the glory days of the Hogak? Yeah. Valky Cascade. Valky Cascade was more broken than Hogak for its given format. They do not Dimir for life. The Blood Moon will overwrite the island. See? Kill them? Oh, yeah. Miss lethal. Someone hit the command. Someone missed them. Nah, they're dead. No. Wrong one, guys. I think we need to delete that command, actually. No, there we go. Subtlety did a great job there. Sure did. It really, yeah, it definitely did. All right, so this guy seems good. These guys seem great. I don't know that I want anything else. Hey, Sneaky Quetzalcoatl. Oh, we're funking them up right now. Beady beady. Weedy beady. Beady beady. Beady beady. Beady beady. Beady beady. We didn't see any twos out of the opponent, right? Literally none in the whole course of that game. They're probably playing expressive iteration, but if they're not playing too much more than that, oh hell yeah. That's really cute, Radio John Murphy. I would put it to the a jury of my peers that song list is way better than the average song list for songs I request on Canister's stream. That's right. Come at me, Piotr. Okay, so they're on blue. So let's just shave some Spreading Seas. Well, you got to remember, it's not Canister's music, right? It's just like the ultimate, like the most memey of meme music, Dimir. Is Hogak without Bridge that much worse than Murktide? Yes. Sad about yesterday. Plan on watching you doing that showcase as my reward for finishing studying for the end of semester. As soon as I was done, your stream ended abruptly. I'm so sorry. Thanks, Sugar Daddy. Alright. They're gonna keep their 7. I mean, this hand is not even that good if we miss. Jesus. I don't want to go to 5. All right. This hand seems worse. I quite agree with you, Jen and I quite agree with you. Yes. Okay, got it. I've been watching your stream to try to learn to be better, Mort. That's when. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. All right. We'll let this go. Yeah, the problem was this hand wasn't high enough reward for the Mord Keep. I don't think this one actually counts. Like, it wasn't like automatically we win as long as we hit the second land draw. Because we don't have a Ren and 6, we don't have a, you know. Oop. I was supposed to shock that. Ugh. Okay. Well, now we know why they were getting basics. That's not gonna work here, Radio John Murphy. Unless I request it, then it works. Okay, so we need Mystical Dispute to hit here. Yeah, I obviously, Dave. Like, there's no way I would let it stick even if it did work. Takes a lot to make a stew. Wait. Is that even a line? I don't know if that's a line in that. We'll have to make a soup. Everyone adds an extra scoop. But I don't remember the stew. Really? Oh, okay. Hey, Brickmaster Flex. The day was kind of weird, but... A pinch of salt and laughter, too. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually the first line. It's just been a while since I heard it. It's not the one I remember. Well, this is not good. All right. So let's bring in Engineered Explosives. All right, that seems a lot better. Subtlety criminally slept on? I think that's a ridiculous exaggeration. Criminally slept? No. Somewhat slept on? Sure. It's been played some amount since the beginning. Geo 14, 1988. Sure, ridiculous exaggeration. Well, thanks, Jen and I. Think it's coming back. Yeah, I mean, it could be. Oh, they played around Blood Moon hard that game. I don't even know if I want any. I guess on the play it's okay. It might be okay. We actually Spell Snare though. So an absolute crap ton of 2s that game. Ren and 6s. The Kavu. I do want the Fury. I'll just take out a Cryptic. Say Abrade's not very good, is it? But it's a monkey answer. I'm not saying Subtlety's bad. I'm just saying, like, if someone said, like, oh, Subtlety's so underrated right now, I'm like, no, it's not really that good in that many places. Like, where it's good, it's being played, I think, like, the right amount, because I don't often see it being very, very, very good. It's fine. Yeah, Subtlety is a very playable card. Has been since the beginning. It's very rated. It's not underrated. It's not overrated. It's just like people are playing it the right amount in the right spots. Yeah, it is. It is fun to. I just wish it was an unsubstantiate. How good do you think Vidalcan Shackles could be currently? Probably not very good. It's a lot of mana, and it's quite vulnerable. Yeah. Although Carrion Lich, I would think that the decks against which... No, see, the thing is, the decks against which you're playing Vidalcan Shackles probably aren't going to Prismatic Ending it super easily. As a general rule. Alright. Ending is a very, very good card. Don't fail me. Does Hammer play Ending? Sometimes out of the sideboard, but not often. They're more likely to play Thin Ice and... Uh-oh. Okay. Might be an upkeep ice here. Yeah, it's going to be an upkeep ice here. Yeah. I would like to make it through this turn without the third Wrenn and 6. Okay, good. Yikes. Know what deck is bad, Enchantress? Where's Carrion Lich? Someone's coming after your child. Didn't Enchantress, like, top 16 something recently? Like, it's just a challenge, but, like, it did do it. Carrion. I kill you. Yeah, these I love this island in particular. And then I really like this one too. Something about this one just makes me smile every time I see it. It's a little tropical island. Like the Mark Pool. Yeah. I mean, that one's fine. It's just the classic, but... What's your favorite Christmas song? Oh, I don't know if I have one. Yeah, I don't think that I have one off the top of my head. Cartman sings "Oh Holy Night." Is that an acceptable answer? They shock? They did do. Very strange. Land. Okay, cool. Can I just play that? No, I shouldn't. What was pass here? I feel like they have to blink before I do. Yeah, some of the Ravnica Islands are pretty great. Pretty much Rockrick blanks 95% of removal right now. Maybe, but not Renin 6. Goddess girl. If anything, it's a Hanukkah movie. I love that. All right, let's tempo the subtlety. I hate this play, but I think it's right. Let's see how much instant speed removal they have. Nothing. That's a good sign. Yeah, drown, K-Com. It's just a ton of stuff that kills Rockrick. DJ Jedi Jeff, you did mention Fire Ice, which is not an answer for Rockrick. It can't be. You can't fuse that card. That's not a legal play. Oh, they're playing Solitude. This is not okay. Yes, you can, Johnny Mnemonic. And your Spellskite will not be removed. Thanks, Stifle. Just gotta move on up. I can let this resolve, right? Yeah. Really? Okay. Draw 2 in response. It's my only counterspell Stifle. I really don't want to use it there. Oh, fuck. What is that play? What? Really? And then they're going to play Saheeli, right? Oh, for the... I didn't even really want that much here, but like, what a... Yeah, it doesn't have fuse. Crap. This is my only... I thought I had more... Well, I guess I could Fury it. Yeah. Wait, what? What? Okay. Sick play. Okay. Deal. What the hell is their deck? 60 card, all pitch elementals Saheeli cat combo with Ragavan? It's like Modern Horizons 2 tribal, but like actually. Like someone took the joke seriously and just registered Modern Horizons 2 tribal. Thanks. DJ Jedi Jeff, thanks for the fire miss up there, friend. I do want to count this. I don't want to settle through this. Yeah, it seems like it would be, Johnny. Okay. I didn't say General Rockrick doesn't dodge some of the removal of the format. I just think it's like not as much as was being suggested. Like it's not. Plus, he asked you to play a combination of cards that like some of them you will want to play, but generally speaking, I think he's going to end up being lackluster. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't. I'm not seeing like if if I'm wrong, go build the Rockrick deck. Go build the Rockrick deck in 5-0 a bunch and crush me. Like, just go do it. You don't need my permission to do that. That's a problem. Nobody needs my permission to do anything. I'm not aspiring Spike. I don't control the ban list. If you have any problems with the modern format or the commander format, go get Spike. Muhan Everett is clearly the problem. Just go get him. Am I supposed to pitch for Solitude here in case of a second spell and or Veil of Summer? If they have Teferi, how much do I care as a follow-up? Oh, no, because yeah, they could have Kitty Cat. No, I won't, Ghost. You do it yourself. Why do people want me to do these things for them? You do not need me to do these things for you. You can go do it yourself. How's the movie?
I didn't know what it was going to be about. And it was like it was about a murder, a mystery that in the house of Gucci, the Gucci fashion.
Yes, I understand that. I
didn't know there was a murder in it.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Pretty ghastly.
Was it? I thought you liked murder mysteries.
Well, I do, but it was to know this was true.
What? Isn't that even better?
Yeah.
No, I mean, don't you enjoy it more?
Well, it certainly was fascinating.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I guess I need a new printer.
I mean, that's what I've been saying for months. You should not have to clean it as often as you do. Hold on. We're back. All right. So attack Saheeli with both, I think, is the play. I guess that could get me killed. Attack face with both forces a chump block. But if they have a way to defend... Now we have to attack Saheeli. Yeah. So, sorry. He trusts you more, but I'll ask him tomorrow? You're saying Spike trusts me? Spike doesn't trust me. I mean, he doesn't... He trusts me on rules knowledge stuff sometimes, but he doesn't trust me on... I don't know. He doesn't care about my opinion on most things. Or I don't know why he would if he does. Okay, so Saheeli's guaranteed dead here. As long as I counter this. If the last card in their hand is Veil, that means the last card in their hand is not Felidar Guardian. I'm pretty sure this means the last card in their hand is Felidar Guardian. So they're going to Solitude one of my creatures, the Hall, and they're going to block and... Alright, I have to counter this. If the last card in their hand is Veil instead of Felidar Guardian, it's like definitely bad for me, but I think it's preferable. Sure. So they get to go Felidar Guardian on their oath here. Yikes. Yeah, I think so, Poncer. It's definitely rewards a lot more decision making than it does technical skill, let's call it, which is definitely conducive to being an adult. Um, I'm just gonna boot up my hull and attack here. If they don't respect lightning bolt, they'll just lose in theory. They didn't respect the lightning bolt. Unfortunately, I don't have it, but all right. Call mechanics. Yeah, I just mean like response time and physical uh competence. Let's call that. So they didn't respect the bolt, but okay, whatever. Maybe they have a counter. This is lethal. This digs 2. All right. Didn't respect the bolt. Should have chump block with the on that sucker. Let's go. Where's Board? I know he's here. But yeah, like with games like League of Legends and Dota and Counter-Strike, it's just like you have to be super tuned into your there isn't Frothy Omen, but there is one planeswalker that lets you do it, and that's Teferi, Master of Time. It's a very unique effect. They could have top deck a monkey and killed me. Yeah, they definitely could have. That's true. So I guess they had a reason to do it, but I don't know how many monkeys they would keep in that matchup. I don't even know how many monkeys they have room for. Like, they're playing Saheeli Cat, Omnath, Endurance, Solitude. I don't listen to music on Spotify, Poncer. I listen to music entirely on YouTube and iTunes. Wait, is there one in Commander, Roy? Is there a Commander card that allows that? It's very Temporal Archmage. Interesting. Oh, you gain an emblem with. Huh. Wow, that's crazy. I knew the card existed because it's one of the few planeswalkers that can become can be a commander until they finally rewrite that stupid rule. Hey, how's it going, Sabathos? Which, by the way, is like, I'm not a commander player, but I think it's egregious that you can't just make any planeswalker your commander. I don't know why that's not just a thing. It isn't Brawl. I thought they want people to have fun in their casual format. Thanks for the follow there. Delved Murktide Regent. What if I hardcast you? Oh yeah, I should make that hardcast alignment chart. I was thinking the other day when someone asked if you pay 8 mana for Gristlebrand, did you hardcast it? And it made me think, oh, I want to do a hardcast alignment chart. Downtick, you coward. They downticked. Hot. Blue moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. I finally watched Dodgeball for the first time ever just like a couple weeks back. Oh my god, it was so much better than I expected. And is it Jason Bateman as that character? Was hysterical. I was not expecting him to be the character he was, and I love him playing opposite Gary Cole as the commentators. I love Gary Cole so much, and having Jason Bateman play like this kind of like fried, like extreme sports fan or whatever he was exactly supposed to be was just fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Pepper Brooks. Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, not gonna call him a stoner, but he seemed like he was kind of like, you know, again, like fried. And it looks like the team is actually going to have to forfeit the entire match right here live. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it walks it out for them. All right. I kind of want to go Cryptic Counterbounce. If they just slam Hero, it's pretty bad though. Counterbounce my Spreading Seas also seems kind of hot. Yeah, I mean it's the perfect kind of It movie. I don't like Vince Vaughn in general, but I liked him a lot in that movie. All right, we can always end step bounce it. Benchwarm goat movie. Bench warmers, sorry. And so let the fight for our non-land permanents be joined. Oh, this is gonna be brutal if they counter the seas. I don't, Jen and I did watch in the last little in the last little while. I watched Untouchables and I watched Heat, which I'd never seen either of those before. Those were really good. Felt like I was catching up on movies my dad should have showed me. Okay. Untouchables was the worst movie I ever saw. What the hell's wrong with you today, Jen and I? No, The Untouchables is not a French movie. At least I don't think it is. It seemed very American to me. Okay. It's flagrant false advertising. Man, it's flagrant false advertising. Ah, there we go. Okay. Counterspell, sure. I'll get another red source in case they draw another Spreading Seas. I did not need to shock that, but probably not going to matter that I did. Okay. Okay, so Jace into Blood Moon seems like the way to win this. if they're, I guess if they're smart, they won't even counter the Jace. Yeah. Steel? Anyone like steel? Oh, they have. No, this is gonna become a mountain. All right. Maybe they have the plains in hand. Maybe. Let's see. Ooh. They did, in fact, have another spreading seas. Yeah, so that's some nice mountains over there. What are you, some kind of real estate dude? Wait, did they give me another island? They did. That's hysterical. I can snap Cryptic now because they... Okay. Alright. Or snap... Oh, come on. Actually, I have snap ending here. Or a snap... Oh no, we'll just snap Cryptic now. So, island, mountain... I'm assuming they didn't realize what they were doing, Roy. They knew not what they did. Judge them not, Roybert. They knew not what they did. Counterbounce? Anyone? I think main deck Blood Moon is still something people are just not ready for. No, I think we all understand that they should have given themselves a mountain. 1, 2. I need 3. I don't have 3. Wait, I do have 3. I do have 3. Okay. It's confusing. Boop. So they'll play around Blood Moon even if they don't see it in game 2. Spell Snare is not great. Actually, it's probably okay. This makes sense for sideboarding. I'm probably still supposed to keep the Blood Moons just like that game because you could just get them sometimes. But I'm not sure. Oh, I'm sorry about that you feel that way, Johnny. All right, we're going to go like this, but I'm not sure. Good Hearthstone hand. So is Hullbreaker just better TT for lists like this now? I don't think those cards are at all... no? No. The answer is no. Did the old blue-red prowess deck can come back tier 1? No. No, I do not. Blue-red prowess has a lot of problems right now. Fury's not one, but Solitude sure is. And blue-white control. The current version of blue-white control, I think, probably dumpsters the blue-red prowess deck of old. That said, it's not that the deck is bad. I just don't think that it's going to be tier 1 all of a sudden out of nowhere, considering it's not even tier 2 right now. Now, it may be tier 2 worthy, but nobody's playing it. That's totally possible, right? Like, there is, like, a lot of, like, Amulet Titan was so much better than people thought it was for like about a month and a half ago. The 2 months preceding that, Titan was so much better than anyone was willing to discuss, and nobody had faith in it, even though there were people doing well on it. There were people doing well on the deck, and people and the people who talked about it were just like ignoring it. They were just like, that's player X, that's player Y. I mean, you're allowed to say you had faith in it. I'm just saying, like, the overall discussion, the zeitgeist said it's not good. What do you think will get banned first? Fairy Saga, Ragavan, Solitude, Ragavan. But before any of those, Luris. But before any of that, nothing. Yeah, Johnny Mnemonic. I remember Canister played a bunch of it, and he was crushing. And then everyone was just like, "Yeah, it's gone." It's like, wait, what do you mean? It's like, yeah, it's just dead. It's like, okay. I figured, Jen and I. That's your MO. Your shit posting skills have begun to rival Alex. Well, Greentron came back when Elementals was a big deal. Hey, Larynx. The Larynx dab. The classic. Oh, there's a Hoogle dab? That's adorable. I'm just saying he's rivaling you in terms of, like, the consistency and quality. Getting to tell Hoogle Daddy that I made partner entirely off of MTGO was an accomplishment. I appreciated that moment in my life. No problem, Daniel from Brazil. That's a lovely thing to say. Thank your streamers, people. Thank your streamers. And tip your bartenders. Tip your waitresses. All right. You have resolved your rest in peace opponent. I didn't really care about it, but, you know, I guess if you did. Daniel's a lovely human being. That's good to know. If the waitress over once, does that count? No. The waitresses are not cows. Well, I didn't say that. Yeah, cow tipping is actually much more difficult than people. Thanks, Ryan. So it should be end of turn Solitude, right? Shark Typhoon. I was not prepared for this. Shoot. I was not prepared. Ral will kill the shark next turn. But I need to make sure it resolves. All right. This is sloppy. All right, you have it. Okay. I got plenty of red mana opponent. That's fine. I think I have to take the next shark hit. Because I need to get more mana going before I try to force through this Ral. If I miss on the Ral, I'm just dead. If they have second to Shark Typhoon right now, I'm doomed. That was a pretty good draw. Would like to hit a land, though. Good. Okay. So you got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. Subtlety doesn't work on the shark? No. Yeah. Subtlety's the only stuff on the stack. You have a veto? Yeah. Okay. So we beat the shark. We do have to deal with the Fairy 3 now, but shark down. Yeah, I know. More. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not happy. I'm not despairing. You can have tokens that are instants? I don't know about that one. Maybe. You can have copies that are instants. I don't know if you can have tokens that are instant. I don't understand the... Is there some card that just does that for no good reason just because they decided to write it that way? Probably an uncard. I mean, that doesn't actually apply. That doesn't. I mean, okay. If we're using uncards to decide what is and is not possible in Black Border Magic, like we're through the looking glass here, people. Yep. All right, that's the last Jace, unfortunately. Morph and giving types? Card types? There's not a lot of things that grant cards. Oh, there was a Colonnade in here somewhere. I don't know why, how, and when I didn't see that, but yeah, we're in trouble now. Yeah, gotta draw a bolt right now. Morph's also not a token. Correct. Like, I don't think this is really possible, and I think people are just kind of actuallying right now. No, it's not. Don't come up with anything because I don't think you can just make it happen. Like you have to have a specific card that just does this. I'm pretty sure, and I don't know that there is one. I mean, it's fine, King. Like we crushed them with Blood Moon in game 1. They're beating us up with Teferi in game 2. Like, game is what it is. We played a good game back and forth, and they just had the right card at the right time. Tokens are permanents. Correct. Like, could you have a token instant? Sure. Ooh. That's not how you want to do that. Just... They're flexing? Okay. Three? The hell is this? Three. Oh, okay. Shark for 1. Fair enough. Yeah, Shark Typhoons just beat us all game long here, unfortunately. I left in all the bolts, it just didn't work out. Alright, now they can move their Spreading Seas. Yep. They didn't put it in the list, Larynx. It's not in the list. Not on the list. Was this argument? It's not an argument. There's no argument being had. The discussion point was there are token instants, and I am yet to see a single piece of evidence that supports that claim. Yeah, same with Exile Gen and I. Before state-based actions are checked, they do technically exist in other places. It's not for the money, Larynx, let me tell you. It's not for the money. What is the bounty board? Cut Snare, it's kind of horrible. I mean, it stops Counterspell and Spreading Seas and Rest in Peace, but I guess it's kind of horrible. Let's trim some Spreading Seas and a Subtlety, because they didn't jam their Planeswalkers much. Oh, I didn't know that, Larynx. I don't know. Certainly when I was discussing with or I brought it up in Hoagland's chat that I was a that I was now a partner, and I was asking him for advice on like what are some things you wish you had known when you became a partner at first. He was like, well, it was totally different back then. um and it seems to be the case. Spell Snare is definitely less good if they ever resolve a Rest in Peace. I don't know. Fine, we'll cut it, but I'm not entirely certain that we should. Oh, okay. We actually have a keepable 7. I love that. Invite only for certain metrics. That makes sense. What am I a partner of? Twitch.tv? Your favorite parent. Depends on what they look like, Larynx. Yikes. Bad timing, Hall of the Storm Giants. If I draw Blood Moon, this was a bad play. But if I draw Blood Moon, I'm probably not casting it this turn. What? Anyone want to steal this game? Start the steal. Start the steal. Huh? Huh? Ah! That's annoying. You see the exact moment where his heart ripped in half. And there. Rap is the stretch here. Yeah, it was the 90s Radio John Murphy. It's not their fault. I love my Homer Kick W emote. I don't even care if people don't use it that often. I don't give a shit. I love that one. I think it's great. Oh yeah. And it's brand new. I made it just the other day. It's a lot sharper looking than a lot of the other ones. It worked out really well. People say he kind of looks stoned, but I think the guy on Kick W also looks really stoned, so I don't really think that that's a knock against it. Okay. Oh, if they have prismatic ending, this is going to be a pain. Well, let's find out. Okay. Very aggressive resource trading back and forth so far. Okay. They're very unlikely to have kept many copies of Verdict, if any, which is nice. Yeah, so we're in a really good spot now. I should have played my EE on 2 there. Freeing up the Hallstorm Giants would be really nice. And I have enough mana to do it. Alright, looks like no punish. Perfect. Thank you, deck. It was most helpful. Pop. Okay. Well, I'm assuming the Snapcasters are not infinitely long for this world, Digitech. But it's definitely like... I feel like it's going to put them in a little bit of a squeeze. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I shouldn't. I definitely shouldn't play it now because I want to have Counterspell Flusterstorm right now. Well, also, they're going to get blanked. Like, in theory, once they can boot up the Colonnade, it's like not going to be... That's fine. I'll die with everything else. Okay, let's just go fetch now. Praying for a win. If we win, we're on the 3-0. I mean, that's pretty hot. Yeah. They must have some. They're gonna pitch for Solitude, right? What is that? Oh, Shark for 1, Shark for 2. Yeah. Just need 1 blue opponent. 1 blue anywhere. Yeah, well, we've been getting out ahead of them, Roy. So, I mean, for whatever that's worth. 4 blue. Definitely necessary for your... Wow! Those are awful modes. You really f***ed up with that card right there. I think I'm going to let this go. Right? Deal? Put you to 5. They didn't even draw a card with it. Like, what? 4 mana unsummon. Wow, Billy, why does your mom let you have a Cryptic Command for 1 mana? Bona goes to 3 again. They enjoy. They like to live dangerously. That's all right, opponent. I also like to live dangerously. Draw 2, deal. This is going to be the boot up Colonnade block, right? I wish I had a way to punish this. I don't. Yeah. But cutting off all their future fetch lands is good enough. It just really felt like an overextension to me, Larynx, in a I wasn't expecting them to actually make that play. And I can't commit to that without putting myself in a spot where I'm disadvantaged against something else. Like they just played a Flooded Strand from hand, right? This is a blank piece of cardboard. Okay, now I have a second Subtlety, so yeah, let's jam one of these. If they Solitude, I'll Subtlety it. Okay, that's fine. They now can't boot up the Colonnade. It's like after both snaps die, then I can EE to free up my Hall of Storm Giants, right? So it's like I feel like eventually we're gonna get through whatever stuff they have here. If this is a shark, we just steal. Yeah, you don't have enough mana, opponent. You tapped. Would you like to fetch? Opponent said double Snapcaster and double Volt got me quite tilted, not gonna lie. I'm gonna tweet that at Jacob. No, we're not gonna talk about their cryptic. All right, I'll be right back. All right. Yeah. Oh, Larynx. What, dude? No sick Larynx. Me no likey. Get back to full health so we can have you back rhubobbling. Shutu Shotokan. All right, in the dark, I think I bottom Subtlety here. The rest of the hand is kind of fire. What the fuck? All right. How do you feel when you get Cavernous Souls turn 1? I think you heard my expression of joy. We do have 4 Spreading Seas and 2 Blood Moons, so we'll be able to steal the Esper Sentinel unless this is. All right. Can I top deck Fire Ice? There's 4. There's 4 Fire Ices. Kind of bug. All right, opponent, play Thalia. I thought, sorry, Thalia's Lieutenant. Okay, it resolves. Into Lieutenant? Holy crap, their curve was so disgusting. Opponent says, wow. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I draw 1 card to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card perfect sequence? Oh, my mistake.
Double kill.
My bad. You still got to draw a card, opponent. It was only a 2 for 2 there. It depends on how you want to think about it. Combo breaker. Do you think the Spreading Seas is going to prompt a response? OMG, how lucky. You drew a single card of which of your 4 of. Okay. Yeah, Champion of the Parish is big game for humans. Oh, for the they play a lieutenant after this one. Okay. Yep. I mean, close enough. I know I have to let them draw a card. I'm not happy about it, but like it's the biggest creature we can steal. I don't know. Is that like an achievement unlocked or something that we're going for, or is that just a question for thin air? This Luminarch doesn't do it on end step. What are you talking about? I thought it was nerfed in all formats. Still before combat? Well, I mean, Did you mean before beginning of combat? Or I don't... I think I have to let them draw a card here too. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that, Carrying Ledge. Yes, before they attack. Yes, before they declare attackers, I'm definitely stealing. I mean, there's just no. That's not even. I didn't. I don't think that it's an available decision to let them attack first. Like, technically yes, but come on, let's be serious. I am trying to win here. Yup. Well, we had to let them draw like 3 extra cards. Like it's been a really, or like 4 by this point. It's been a really tough game. I have Cryptic to buy a turn. It's not going to be much, but yeah, that's not useful. Yeah, exactly. My one fire was so tilting over there. Double Sentinel, double Lieutenant, double Champion of the Parish. Draw. Just play my humans to grow champ. I mean, we do have them. Yeah, I think I listed Cavern. Double Cavern, double Esper Sentinel, double Thalia's Lieutenant, double Champion. We can't beat this in game 1. We don't have any tools to come back from this. This is too much. At least I think so. Oh, it grew. What's the thing? Adeline, Resplendent Cathar. So I have Snap Cryptic now, which can draw me a card again. Well, if they tap all their mana pre-combat again, we could steal this. Attack for 6, 7, 8, plus a bolt. Nah, it's so close. Yeah, we don't have the second Cryptic. Hull, though? Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to work, though. They have 5 cards in hand. Like, it's not... Fire and Bolt could do it. If they play only one tough, there's no way. I'm not. I mean, I'm gonna look for the line once we draw a card from turn. Once they play all their crap, but like, we're not winning this game like this. Another Snap Alco works. No, it doesn't. That's only assuming they played literally nothing, right? And I was hoping they were. Oh fuck. I was hoping they were going to tap all this mana before combat, which they didn't. Like, the only world in which there was a realistic line to win this, I think, was one where they tapped down before combat, which they didn't do. They already had ultra lethal damage. There was no reason for them to do so. They just had the perfect curve. This is nothing to be worried about. All right, I think that's it. Just nice clean sideboard there. Spell Snare could go out for something, but yeah, exactly. That's what I was like. I just, for anyone who is like really seriously putting a lot of brain power into figuring out how to win, it's like, it's not really going to happen once they had that early game and we gave them a few extra card draws. This is fine. Hullbreaker can do work if we get that far. Yeah, maybe. I didn't board it in. Maybe I should have over the Spell Snare. Why don't steal? We may in fact be stealing this. Yeah, of course. Vile Snap is cool. It's okay. Better if we were on Stoneblade, but beggar, not chooser over here. I would really like to draw a Fire Ice next turn. That's what I would like. They have Mantis Rider? It's the only thing I can imagine. What? Okay. They sacked it? What? Okay. Deal. Mm. 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 Yeah, I think this is easy fire. Opponent is Wilden? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know about that one. Wow, so aggressive. That, yeah, I was not expecting that one. Okay, that's nice. Yep, all right. Oh yeah, Roy, how are you liking the new emotes? Did you... Okay, so let them search first. Have you internalized their existence? So at least 3. They recruiter for recruiter. Mord would be so proud. And they have a land. That's good. There's Mord. Hey, buddy. I think I can play Ral here. I think I play Ral and plus it. But if I'm gonna play Ral and plus it, shouldn't I play Jace and Brainstorm? Because I mean, no, Ral has more loyalty. So if they have like a Thalia's Lieutenant, that won't kill Ral. Yeah, okay. Second card could be Lieutenant. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that card. I can't put it on 3, but that's okay, Badagaboosh. You probably watched some of the good ones on my channel. I wonder if they're playing Magus of the Moon. I mean, I have the Ral in play, so they can't really do it right now. But I've set myself up poorly for a Blood Moon this game. I've only had a total of 1 fetch, so I really didn't make a lot of decisions that are bad. I don't know who Vixie is, but they got some quality animated emotes. Yep. In response, put in the recruiter. No? Okay. I don't think that's how you're supposed to do that, opponent, but whatever. So I've got Snap Bolt or Snap Fire Ice here. So when they put in Recruiter on end step, we'll see what they grab and then maybe Snap. Oh, it depends on how they stack the triggers. If I'm just going to Snap Fire Ice, I don't want to put this on 2 with the Snap coming down, but I do want to put it on 2 in general. But I also want to put it on 1. I guess we just put it in on 1. It'll eventually kill stuff beyond the Aether Vial. Yeah, we'll see what they grab. Okay, how do you stack your triggers, opponent? If you do it right... Okay, they punted. Good, good. Excellent. Little punt. Pequeño. Mentor of the Meek. Huh. Okay. Yes and no. Mentor lets you trigger as many times as you want per turn, carry and Lich at the cost of 1 mana per. So they're different. I think the Vampire is almost always better, especially in your Aether Vial deck, but it's not... Yeah, Vampire's better, but it's not strictly better. It's not hard to imagine situations where the Mentor is better, and it's not a human. But the human part doesn't matter. They tutored for it with Imperial Recruiter. Imperial Recruiter doesn't care if you're a human or not. You can join the Empire. Forgot Ral? I did not forget Ral. It was literally the first thing I did last turn. Just so we're clear. I don't know if they're on Deputy of Detention Spheres right now. Like Humans is not like a tiered deck, so it's really hard to say what they play when there's no stock list. Oh, they're off it. Okay. All right, we can have the horror. On the draw though. It's like if they don't have the cavern, well, they're always gonna have the cavern. Just assume they'll have a cavern. Okay, the plan this game is to cast this Fury. But if I have to pitch for it, see, never keep your stuff. Don't do it. Yeah, we're gonna kill that on one, and the plan is to cast this Fury. That's my plan personally. It's tough, but I'd keep as well. Waffo would keep this in a heartbeat. That's why I kept it. No second land? Oh, I'm actually sequencing out of nowhere in game 2. Love to see it. I don't like it. All right, we Fury here. Let's just break them in half, huh? I wanted to hardcast this Fury, but hello. Yikes! I'm living on the edge, people. I'm living on the edge. But Roy, you know that doesn't work. You know, it's like everyone who steps into the ring, they've got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. You know, it's just like, and it's just, well, I'm just saying, you know, it's inscrutable. Just like my technique and my dominance and the ability that I have, you know, that I come in here with, you know, every day, and I always bring my best, you know, and I don't like when people coming in here with the just the deal one creature attacking, punching above her weight class, you know, and I don't respect that. Ooh. I think I just YOLO Jace here. Just because if it sticks, it's too good. Sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to scare you. I guess I could steal the Hierarch next turn and then have... Yeah, okay, that's way better. We're going to steal the Hierarch before they attack. And any face tattoos? I know. I'll get that done for my next time I do the impression. Maybe it was upkeep steal. No, because if they play a Thalia's Lieutenant, I wanna steal it with the counter. Actually, we can end step the steal. I'll just take the one. I really don't care. I'll be fine. I mean, again, like the thing about most impressions is just like knowing the kind of things to say as well as the voice. Like the in response Aether Vial. Okay. Sure. Deal. Yeah, the mannerisms, exactly. The cadence. Can I bounce the Thalia's? The Thalia? If they have Mantis Rider, it's a disaster if I bounce this. It's not a disaster, but I'm just going to go ahead and draw 3. Sick. All right. Well, it's like, so in the case of doing the Tyson impression right there, I injected the word like inscrutable in a place where it doesn't really make any sense. And I feel like that's like the kind of thing I notice him doing, is like using larger words that like don't really make sense in the context where he's using them, but they like you still definitely know exactly what he's talking about. They're not wrong. They're just like not. They're not. I'm pretty sure that's not what he meant to mean, but it doesn't matter. Oh my god, what is this? Please no Mantis Rider. Okay. Randy Ruel impression. It's pretty good. This is a lot. I thought we were going to be in an okay spot here, but Adeline bugs still? I don't know. It's not necessarily that they thought it was worth putting 1 point of damage on my um, Jace, so I don't know. Mord is my answer. It's possible. It's possible there's a bug. I don't know. Yikes. Jeez. All right. Hey, bye. There is no way that Jace survives this turn, even with the bolt. So I think I'm supposed to just jam the Spreading Seas and start digging. Oh, but I know the top 2 cards. I'm Jace locked. This is so bad. Yeah, we're just gonna get bulldozed here. Their hand is really good. This thing having 4 toughness is crazy. So good. Yeah, everything's yeah. Tick up to scry. I had already brainstormed by that point, Roy. I had already brainstormed because I didn't know. I only knew the top card, so there were 2 unknowns. No, I had already drawn through one with the Spreading Seas. Obviously, if I had known that the top of my deck was going to be really dead, then I would have had to. This is the game where we Furied them early. They haven't drawn any extra cards. Good old humans. What's the other card we topped is also trap? Yeah, it is. We don't have anything going on here. We do have a Hall of Storm Giants which can block next turn. But I'm assuming they're tanking because they can actually kill me. Opponent says counting. I figured. This is not a correct human token. That's a good draw. Yeah, like the Jace would have died immediately if I had charmed the vial, right? So like, I don't know. Like their draw was fire anyway, right? They only hit 2 lands ever. So you know, you're just, sometimes you're just not gonna beat it. Like they drew the right number of Horizon lands and everything. Like it's just not. It's fine. Humans is going to be good against a deck like this if our sideboard doesn't have enough respect, which it doesn't. Like we don't have Fury, or we have 1 Fury, we have 1 Anger, and that's fine. Like given what the metagame is. So. Not having Supreme Verdict is actually a big hurt.
Compadres, it is imperative that we crush the freedom fighters before the start of the rainy season. And remember, a shiny new
I actually
donkey
really don't
for
like
whoever
this
brings
song
me
or
the
this
head
band, Delta
of Colonel Montoya.
but my chat has good taste. So you get a good variety of stuff here. Yes, I'm a drummer who doesn't like Tool. No. All they said was counting at the end there, Roy. Because they were on a long pause. That's all. It was not entertaining. They were just counting to try to kill me, which they did for Xaxi, so it makes sense that they did. Thanks for the Prime sub there, Urza. Anyone else who has a Prime sub to give out, you don't have to give it out here, but make sure you give it out somewhere every month because Jeff Bezos surely does not need another gold-plated house or rocket car. Well, I don't think so. If you don't use it here, I highly recommend Mord to Light, Doom Wake, Aspiring Spike, Pingidra, gold-plated rocket car. I don't know. It sounds like it would go really slow. Opponent on the mold of 5. Okay. Anyone think they're on Ponsour's list? Huh? Anyone think they might be on the top quality 2nd place list from yesterday's Showcase Challenge? I did. What? Oh my. My opponent just put mutagenic growth into the graveyard. Monka, I mean, I don't think it's blue-red prowess. But I don't know what else that could mean. there an Arcanist in our future? Maybe. Anything's possible. Rug Grow. Can we call that deck Miracle Grow? Is that a thing we could choose to do? Tarmos and shit. Hell yeah, Tarmos and shit. No green mana so far. Okay. Mostly never, because they never tapped down, and when they were going to combat, they always could have dashed a monkey, which I didn't feel like getting hit by. Because they're on solo resources, like, I feel like we're deterministically basically gonna win here. So all I need to do is not let them go up on cards. If they go up a little bit on card quality, I'm not really worried. I guess just prowess. I don't think this is just prowess. I think this is some kind of weird Murktide prowess hybrid. I don't know if they're playing Murktide or not. But I don't know. I just like I think I undervalue how much the surveil fixing from Dragon's Rage Channeler matters, but I don't often find that I lose because of it. So I don't know. It's really hard for me to say that I'm wrong in how I value the fixing from DRC when I consistently beat DRC decks a lot on most of the things that I play. So, Magic's complicated, question mark? I don't think you can ever equate scrying to actually drawing cards. I don't think that's fair, literally ever. It can be worth a lot more. It can be worth a lot less. It depends on the deck. It depends on the matchup. Yeah, it's like, it's not, and the thing is, like, the biggest thing they're gonna have a problem with is, like, they need spells so that they can protect their threat, and they also need spells so that they can keep attacking. Like, they need to use some of the cards that they need right now need to, like, keep them afloat, and some of the cards they need now need to be actual threats. So this is going to be a very rare instance of me actually plussing Jace. I usually don't, but Unholy Heat, you can keep that. Yeah, they can keep that. So if their hand is like bolts now, and then they draw into the heat and they just 2-for-1 themselves on Jace, that's fine by me. They'll be on literally 0 cards. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm just not that kind of guy. Yeah, all right. Feel like you have to bottom? You do not. You absolutely do not. I think that is incorrect. My hand is Cryptic Command because they did that. Yeah, they did. Oh, no. Yeah, they didn't. If the Heat had kicker, it would be a different discussion entirely. It would be entirely a different discussion, but it didn't. Yeah. No, it's not. It's listed. Yeah, if that Heat was going to 1-for-1 my Jace, I absolutely would have bottomed it. Their deck seems really bad at generating Delirium. Considering how long they had the DRC in play. Hey, Vija. What the hell? Okay. That was a choice, I suppose. Blue Moon's fun. Blue Moon is fun. See, Power's back. It was back most of yesterday, but when it was going into brownouts, it's like losing my connection in the middle of games and on stream is like not good. You guys ready?
Double kill.
It seems solid, he says, as their world is destroyed. You can see the exact moment where their heart ripped in half. No relics here? Maybe. Yeah, they're a DRC deck. Maybe not all four. I mean, you want them early, right? All right. Jace is just impossible to defend here, right? I mean, obviously not in that game, but there's at least 4 Rals. There's the War Ral, there's the original Ral, there's this Ral. I'm assuming we're not counting Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers, because I think there's one of those, but I don't consider those real cards. So, like, it's just like not a single one of them has even had a shot at standard play, right? Like, that's not a real card. If you took the hit rate of common cards being played in constructed formats and compared it to the hit rate of Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers being played in constructed formats, commons would have a higher hit rate. And I think the hit rate on commons is like sub 5%. But it's just not hard to be higher than 0. Oh, I'm aware, Roy, but that's just not the point. Like, I mean, Delta Moth, there's also, like, Lightning Bolt, right? Lightning Bolt was a common. Like, it's... Oh, Flusterstorm? I kind of want Flusterstorm. This is fine, but I don't love it. Yeah, there's plenty of Pauper Stable. But that's not... The point was that, like, out of all of the rarities, commons have the lowest hit rate just because there's so many more of them, right? Like, Mythics don't even have a high hit rate, but they have a higher hit rate than commons do. They designed the game that way. Yeah, the sand is fine. Yeah, we might get run over, but we might be okay. We'll see. They lead on DRC. We're in really good shape with the sand, or that's fine too. Right. All the Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers are just completely unplayable garbage. It's just not it's just not fair. They're not supposed to be. That's the point of them. They're not supposed to be. 6 mana. What is his 0? What is that? I can't. Well, that's because the 3 mana one's a real Magic card, Roy. Okay. So if they have a mutagenic growth, it blows out my lightning bolt anyway. So let's go for the double kill here. And if they beat me with mutagenic growth, we can at least bolt one of the Sprite Dragons next turn. We also have the out of drawing into Anger of the Gods right now. Or no, Fury won't do it anymore. Surgical. Okay. That was a reason to target one Sprite Dragon with that. Okay, fair enough. I got. Also, I could have countered that if I had left up my Relic. Okay. I don't think it was wrong to activate my Relic where I did, but I guess I won't do that the same way in game 3. Wild. This is an advantage you get when you play an off-meta deck. I never, ever would have thought that they would be playing Surgical. I don't know why they are, other than the fact that it's a free spell. And they got a 1-for-1 out of it because I actually had a Surgical's not particularly well positioned, no. It's fine. That's true, Roy, but like they had pushed there, and if I don't do that then it just gets worse for me, I think. Well, I wouldn't say we're fine, but like they have a 3/3 flyer. We're not fine at all, but we're not dead yet, which is something. Drawing the counterspell is helpful. Fine enough to scum. Yeah, I mean, we're still definitely in a position where we can win. Are they heating their own Sprite Dragon? That's a new one. I like this opponent. I like this opponent a lot. Okay. I know, right? I know. But, I mean, there was no way I could make that happen. It's a shame I boarded out my Jaces, because they would actually be quite good here. They have thinned my deck, though. Like, I have a good chance of drawing... Yeah, I mean, you have to, right? Like, if you're going to play this kind of deck, like, do it right. Don't mince around. Like, get your opponent dead. And that's what they're doing. They're playing it very, very right. Going down to bolt range to not go to 1. All right. Okay. They're not likely to top deck land at this point. Like, 4 seems like a lot for them, so we could very easily, very quickly die. But they also have a lot of air in their deck. Mutagenic growths, surgical extractions. Instantly draw a Monastery Spear, of course. That's a lot of air. Upkeep steal? Yeah. Yeah, definitely upkeep steal. I'm like 99% sure this is the right play. Oh, man. All right. And they're playing Heat, too. Like, they have many spells that do not go upstairs. They also are probably playing Expressive Iteration, which is pretty scary. Actually, maybe they're not. We haven't seen one yet, and it seems like kind of difficult for them to have that too. But we'll see. Okay. Finally a dead draw. That's a live one. Okay. If I Castle Vantress and I try really hard, do you think my opponent will let me arrange the top of their deck? Anyone? Probably not, huh? I have 0 cards in it. I have nothing to represent here. Okay. Judge. It's part of MTG Premium for sure. MTGO Premium. Yeah. I get a discount on it. No, I get a discount, Warren. Woo Fire Ice allows you to draw the game. Huh? Not yet, it doesn't. I mean, in theory, yes. Not soon. Really? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Storming. Oh. Take it. Subtlety. Put it on the bottom, okay. So 4 plus 7 would block them off fetching if I draw an untapped land that's painless. I don't think it's worth cycling the Fire Ice, though. Okay, well, if I had fired there, we would kill them now. But we have them dead on board, so just hit them for 3 and then just hang. I mean, if they top deck Bolt, what we do is we ice in response anything, and then just try to dry out the counter. If this is Storming Entity, they have lost the game right now. Yeah, we can do that, Roy. All right, it's over. This is a sweet league. I want to see mono green Stompy at the top of the modern meta. Well, get them a better proactive pitch elemental. I mean, Spike's mono green Eldrazi had a small time in the sun. Yeah, print green Ragavan. Sure. Yeah, that would do it too. What are more crazy ideas? Print an appropriately costed giant growth. I guess mutagenic growth is kind of that. So we only lost the 5-0 by 1 game against humans, which was very, very close. And I think if our sideboard was built with a little bit more respect, or if we'd just drawn a little bit better, we would have been okay. But their draw was kind of nuts. So Blue Moon definitely very strong in the metagame at large, and this build seemed really good. Subtlety was like very, very, very good through the whole league. Never broken. Like, it never did anything where it was like, oh my god, I can't believe it. Like, a lot of the time it's just a 4-mana flash 3/3 flyer. But that's enough. Yeah. Being able to pitch for it and being like, most of the time you cast it, but sometimes pitching for it in this deck was like really nice. Yeah, I mean, we played through Teferis, we played through like hyper early aggression. And we were well situated for like a lot of things we didn't run into, things like Dredge, things like Belcher. So I don't think Belcher's a great matchup, but we certainly have enough sideboard cards to make it reasonable. So I like this list a lot. Blue Moon in general is sweet and a really fun time. So if you like Control in Modern and you don't want to just play blue-white until your hair falls out, this is definitely an option. We finished with a 4-1 whiskey, but we were 1 game off of the 5-0. We lost against humans. They had 2 completely insane. Deck was good, but you played very well. Yeah, but you have to. Like, if you want to play blue control in Modern, even on blue-white, is there an easy way to get the list? Well, there sure is, Ketsu Bloodhawk. What do I think of Iteration? I hate the card Expressive Iteration. I hate it. I hate it. But I especially hate it for a Flash-style control deck like this. Because unlike the 4-color piles, you don't have Ren and 6 to give you infinite land drops. So in the late game, it's nowhere near as good as it is in those decks. And in the early game, you're not playing enough pitch elementals, and you're not playing the kind of strategy that those decks... I just don't think it's very good for these decks. I think this deck is built with all the cards I actually like. Have you ever lacked the deck manipulation. No cantrip stuff. Have I missed them? No. No, I haven't. No, I didn't miss Consider or Opt at all in this entire league. I never missed Consider or Opt. There's enough card flow between Spreading Seas, Fire Ice, Archmage's Charm, and Snapcaster to rebuy those. It just didn't. It never felt like I needed those cards at all. Blood Moon feels super well. Yeah, this deck is playing 4 Spreading Seas and 2 Blood Moons, and that felt fine the whole way along. And I don't know the original player's intent with sideboarding. I definitely made some missteps from time to time with my sideboarding, but still, like, we came out 4-1 and one game away from the 5-0, so you know, we got lucky in spots, but we also navigated very carefully in others. Yeah, I mean, I don't like expressive iteration for decks like this, but if the best version of it ended up playing expressive iteration, that's probably, you know, I guess it wouldn't surprise me, but because you're a flash control deck, and again, you don't build up infinite land drops just by accident most of the time, expressive iteration's a lot more limited than the other cards in this deck. Snapcaster is your expressive iteration. Archmage's Charm is your expressive iteration. Cryptic Command is your expressive iteration. The 2 Cryptics, by the way, for those who are Cryptic doubters, I don't think you should ever play 3 or 4 in this. Well, maybe even 3 is possible, but 1 to 2 is a totally reasonable choice. Like, there's just, it's fine. The metagame is slow enough, and there's enough times where it's just such a clean 2-for-1 and go counter your spell, draw a card. It's just, in any kind of mid-range or control matchup, it just feels very backbreaking to be on the other side of a Cryptic Command a lot of the time. Because Archmage's Charm is a great card, but it's only card advantage or interaction. It really can't be both. Yeah, I mean, Cryptic Command is insane, but it costs 4 for a reason. So anyway, if you're in the future watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out any of my other videos you're interested in. I